Go ahead, Charles.
Ronald, afternoon.
Afternoon.
We just speaking to Yannick in the last hour. Is he fit and ready to go for the weekend?
He will be part of the squad, yes. But if he starts or if he is on the bench, that we will decide tomorrow.
How important a player do you feel he can be, and what do you think he adds to your squad?
Not very important. If you pay that amount of money for a player, that it's really an important transfer. And of course we know about his qualities. Really a long time he was on my list, because I think he's that type of striker. Physically strong, he's fast, he has pace and a very good mentality, and his work rate is high. He gives the team energy. It's one of the best wingers in the Premier League.
Do you feel he's also ready to handle that pressure of the price tag? He said he doesn't worry too much about it.
Yeah, but if you play Premier League, you need to deal with the pressure. And of course it's a big transfer for the boy. It's a big transfer for Everton, but he's a good player, and play out of your qualities, and we will support him. And we will do that with all the players are still in Everton.
Ashley Williams, is he fit as well? Would he expect to make a debut this weekend?
Yes, it's that decision we need to make tomorrow, because we know that he was starting later in the pre-season. He had 4 or 5 days what I mentioned last week, but he's close to be part of the team, and maybe he will be on the squad for tomorrow, for Saturday.
You mentioned Yannick's transfer, a big transfer for this club. Mr. Mashiri, he said that he and the club are intent on bringing more new players in. How many more players do you think you need before the end of this month?
It's not about numbers of new players. It's all about what the team needs, in what kind of position the team needs, and in my opinion, that's not stuff for the press, for the media. It's that we need to keep it inside, and that kind of decisions we will make inside the club.
There's a lot of speculation linking Everton with Joe Hart in the last couple of days. Is he a viable candidate potentially?
No, it's what I don't like is talk about rumors, because then we can keep that for 2 weeks more, and then it's so many names, players linked to Everton. Then it's today Joe Hart, it will be tomorrow, and then I prefer don't talk about players who's still in contract with other teams than Everton.
If a player of his quality though became available, is that an opportunity that you would have to look at?
We always look after players to have a stronger squad than we have. I think that's one of our jobs to do. Is to improve the team. If you think we don't have that type of player in your squad, then we will sign that player. And that maybe for most of the people, that's why we are doing a little bit late. Maybe our transfers is all about that. I spoke to the club to take the time in the pre-season, really to know what we need, because we have also young players in academy, and we don't like to stop the improvement of young players, and really what we need we will bring in the team.
Do you feel you need another goalkeeper, or are you happy with the options you've got?
We need 3 goalkeepers.
Martin played very well at the weekend. Do you feel though you would look to try and get another goalkeeper in then before?
No, we have Joel, we have Martin, we have a young goalkeeper, and it's all about the decision what we need to make.
Lamina Kone as well. This is another one that you have been linked with. Do you feel that, I mean, you talk about the rumours and the stories which linking you with many players. Do you feel that is one that potentially could happen, or again is it?
No, that's the same answer. Still players who playing for a different team than Everton, and don't speak about him.
What about players that maybe are not going to maybe feature in your team, are you? Would you be prepared to let any go out on loan, or the current first team squad? There's been suggestions that Nias might be.
Now, of course, we make a fast decision about Nias. We make that fast decision about McKeady, and maybe 1 or 2 or 3 more will be very difficult for them to be part of the team, because we have a big squad, and but that's the question that I will speak first to the player.
Would you expect Nias to leave then? Hull is where he has been suggested he's going to.
If he likes to play football, then he needs to leave Everton.
Suggestions that James McCarthy as well may not. Is his long-term future here secure?
Yes, but he started last week, and that's no reason to have doubts about his future in Everton.
In terms of the squad you've got at the moment, are you quite happy with the way that you've made? You mentioned the fact that you're doing your business late. Is that a concern that maybe the prices will go up, that it will affect the quality of player that you can sign?
Well, but even more up, I don't know at the moment, because it's all about big transfers for everybody. But okay, it's always that problem. But we believe in, if we sign the player, it needs really that price what we think you can pay that for that player, and we know it's totally different than it was 10 years ago. You pay a lot of money for players, but okay, you have to deal with that if you like to improve. If you like to have a better squad than you have, you need to spend money.
Reflecting on last weekend's game, you said before the game you felt the squad were maybe at around about 70% of their level, what they could be. Do you feel that last weekend's game then, in terms of the result, was that better than you maybe expected? And have they raised that level since? No,
I think it was really a good match against a strong opponent, and I was really happy about. Very pleased about our first half, but it's all about the character, the teamwork, the team rate in the team, and okay, if you do it something different than it was, and something different and maybe sometimes difficult for some players to improve, to understand, then you need more time. But we are working hard to really being 100% what you need to play a good and a total performance than we did last week.
So when do you think that your team will be up to full speed? Will it be?
It's difficult. It's not only about the physical states of the players. It's all about also about our philosophy, how we like to play. The team is. But you know maybe better than I know, because I was in Southampton, but it's the way how we like to play. It's with more pressing in front, and sometimes play direct football. Of course we like to keep the ball, but sometimes the easiest way to create is direct play, and if you can change that in the game, that's an extra quality for the team, and we need time, but that's normal. But finally, at the end of this month, we know exactly the squad what we have, and then it starts really. But it starts already, because it's about winning, about points, and you can't say, okay, we need to be ready in 2 weeks, because we played already one game, and I'm not that manager that put things in front and wait. No. If we are not ready, then we need to work harder, and that's no excuse in the pre-season.
Do you anticipate a similar kind of game against West Brom then on Saturday? They obviously got a great result.
Yeah, of course they had a great result, and I know about my experience. It's a very tough opponent. Maybe the team. One of the teams in direct football, in physical strength, in a very strong defensive organization, and maybe the best team out of the set plays, and that's really a nice challenge for us this Saturday.
Afternoon, Ronald. Going back to Yannick Bolasie, you spoke about his strength and his power, and these are some of the reasons you signed him for. But are you looking to develop his end product with his goal scoring and his assists as well? Because he has sort of 9 Premier League goals over the 3 seasons. So is that something you're looking to improve upon him?
Yes, of course. We like to improve every player in every detail in the game, and of course, he has a lot of strengths, and he needs to improve in his productivity. And okay, but we work also. We do unit training. For example, this morning we did really exercises for the strikers in finishing, in movements, and okay, yeah, of course, 9 goals in 3 Premier League seasons is not a lot, is 2 less. And because I believe in strikers that they will score 7, 8, 9 goals each season.
And obviously the £25 million fee is a lot of money to spend on a player. I mean, how important was it to show that Everton can compete with sort of the other top teams in the league in terms of transfer fees this season?
That's always difficult, because if there is a big club interesting in a player who is also on our list, then it's difficult. The player needs to know our project and needs to believe our project. And maybe we showed that interest. What very good was for the player.
Hi, Yannick told us you were very important for him to sign. You were one of the factors. What did you tell him?
Yeah, I spoke to him, and of course I explained the project. I explained the way how we like to work, how we like to play, and maybe the reason for him that I mentioned to him that he was already a long time on my list. And of course, players needs to feel that confidence from the manager, but that's good. But finally, it's up to the player, and the player make the starting lineup by his performances, by his work rate, and what he's showing during the whole week. And but of course, it's a big signing for us, and I hope the best for him and the best for Everton.
Ronald, I was just wondering if you could give me an update on Romelu Lukaku and Seamus Coleman's fitness ahead of the weekend.
Seamus is not ready. He's still out. Will be out for another 2 weeks at least, I think. And Romelu did his first training session this morning, and without any problem. And the same question, that decision I need to make tomorrow if he is part of the squad for this Saturday.
And no other doubts for the week?
No.
Thanks, guys.